Okay, let me start. Let me share the screen first. Okay.
Okay.
You need to stop sharing your screen. Okay, fine. Let me share screen. Today, let's see how to retrieve a value from the table. Today, we are going to complete the JDBC class. Okay. Up to batch queries, we have completed. Today, we are retrieving value from the table. From the table. Okay. So first we have created, let me go. If you want to retrieve a value from the table, then what is the query that we are going to run? We are going to say select the star from employee. Am I right?
Sir, record option.
Actually, I am recording today's session. Okay, I will share you the YouTube URL. Okay, what I'm
Okay,
going,
sir.
I'm going to create new JDBC project, new Java project. So retrieving values from database. Okay, click on next. Click on finish. Okay. So first thing is like project properties. I'm going to add the jar file. Add jar file. Add external jars. I need to add MySQL.jar file. So this is a jar file. Open. Click on OK. So now I'm going to create a new class. New class package. Okay. com.fetch. I'm going to create a package to retrieve the data from the database. I'm going to create a new class, okay, called as retrieve demo, okay, retrieving values from the database with the public static void main string args and click on finish. So let's follow step by step. First step is I need to create a connection. What I will say is I need to register a driver class dot for name. I need to pass the driver URL com.mysql.jdbc.driver. Okay, fine. I need to throw an exception. It should be in the try catch block. Now, next step. Okay, register a driver. Okay, so I will say that connection space con equal to driver manager dot register driver. Okay, for this I need to pass register driver. Okay, for this register driver, what I need to pass? You are okay. Before getting a connection, I want to say register the driver. Okay, I mean, like already I'm registered the driver. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to establish the connection. Sorry, I mean to say that I want to establish the connection. Connection space con. It is con equal to driver manager dot get connection. Okay, I need to pass URL comma username comma password. So let me create the URL string URL equal to, help me, what is the URL? JDBC colon MySQL colon localhost colon port number slash database name JDBC training. Okay, this is the URL. Okay, now username string
Username equal to
root.
root.
Okay,
String password is equal to root.
password equal to root. Okay, I have passed all these values anyhow. Okay, username, password, and it should be in try catch block. Surround with try catch block. Okay, save this program. Now what I have to do is I have to create a statement. Okay, statement. It is in java.sql statement. Okay, stmt equal to con dot create statement. I have created the statement. Okay, now I'm going to write a query called a string SQL equal to what, how we say select star from. I'm right. Select star from. For example, I want to retrieve value from. Let me go to the JDBC training. I have some lot of values. Employee. Select star from employee. I'm going to say EMPL or YEE. Okay. I want to fetch the values from this table. Okay. See, I have a lot of records. So I'm going to say that select star from employee. So I'm going to represent paste this query. Okay. Oh, sorry. I think so. It is not copied. Control C and Control V. Oh, still it is not copying. I don't know. Let me copy this. Copy. Okay. Paste tutorial. Okay. Remove this semicolon. Yes, put it here. Send. Now I want to retrieve this value. Then what I'm going to say, every time we are going to say statement dot execute update. But now we are going to say execute query. See, we are going to say execute query. Okay. And we are going to pass that SQL query. So if you want, if your query starts with select, then you need to use the method called as execute query. If your query starts with other than select, like insert, update, create, then it should be execute method. Okay, execute query. So whenever it executes a query, then we will get lot of records. So now how many records are there? There are many records here. Am I right? So all these values has to be collected. So we use a interface called as result set. See, result set in java.sql is an interface. Okay. Whenever this query is executed, okay, then all the values will be retrieved and it will be placed in this result set. Okay. Now I want to display those values in the result set. If we want to display the values in the result set, okay, then we have two methods. Okay, result set methods. Result set methods. Okay, many methods are in that. There are many important methods of two methods, like next method, which will retrieve, I mean, like if there are values in result set, then it will return true. Okay. Next method is get string of column name. I want to retrieve the value from the particular column. Okay. Similarly, get int. If the column is of type int, then I need to mention the column name. Okay. For example, employee ID is of type integer. So I will mention the employee ID here and I'll say get int. If the employee name is string, I'll say that get string and I will mention the employee name here. Okay. These are the methods. Now I'll go to there. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put it in the while statement. While result set means set dot next. See this next statement. It is a boolean statement. It will return true if there are values. Okay. Okay. While. Now I'm looping these values. Okay. Yes, it consists of values. Okay. So I'm going to print this out. Rs dot get int. First I'm going to say int. I want to display, sorry, rs, not rs, it is like set. Okay. Set dot, set is nothing but our result set. Okay. This result set. I'm going to fetch the values from that. Set dot say get int. Okay. I want to print a column index. Okay. Column index in the sense I want to get the values like, let me go to the table. User ID I want to get. USER ID. User ID values I want to fetch. Okay. Then what I'm going to say is simply I'm going to say user ID. Okay. Fine. Now I want to fetch other values also. What I'm going to do is system.out.println result set dot get string. Why get string in the sense? What is my column label name? Username, which is of type string. So I'm going to say user name. Okay. Next, what is my column name? Email ID. Email ID is of type string because it consists of string. It is of type varchar. Am I right? If it is varchar, it is of type string. Okay. So let me go to the program. Sys out set dot get string of values. What is the value I want to represent? Email ID. Email ID. Okay. Is this the right name? Yes, email ID. Fine. Now let me save these and run this program. Before I run, I want to say that set.next will, at the first time when it is executing, if it consists of records, now for example, it consists of some records. How many records it is having? It is having almost 10 records. Okay. It is having 10 records. First time it is going to hold, set.next is going to hold first record. First record in sense, first row in the table. Okay. Now the set.next is going to point to or map to the first record. First record in sense, first row. Okay. Then from the first row, you are fetching other details like user ID, username, and email ID you are fetching. When I run this program, see, it is printing all the values. First time, whenever it is looping for the first time, it has printed employee1 at the gmail.com. Okay. Second time, this result set will be the second row. So second row is printed. Again, it is going to loop for the third time, and third time, third record is displayed. Like that, all the values are displayed using result set statement. Okay. Any questions here, Sham?
No.
No. Okay. Fine. Now we have another concept that is pending in our JDBC called as prepared statement. Prepared statement. Okay. What is a prepared statement? We have statement and a prepared statement. There are three types of statement actually. Okay. Statement, prepared statements, and callable statements. There are three types of statements in the Java. Okay. Callable statement. Okay. So right now we have seen statement. Am I right? Every time we are going to create a statement and we are going to work on that. Now let's see what is a prepare statement. Okay. Prepare statement is a pre-compiled statement. Pre-compiled statement. Okay. So it is having better performance because whenever you write some SQL query, whenever I say select insert into employee, okay, that is in the form of human readable form, okay, but that has to be understood by the machine. So inside the SQL, MySQL, this SQL query is going to compile and convert it into a human machine readable form, okay. So compilation is happening, okay, but if you are writing 100 SQL queries, then 100 SQL queries will be compiled. So it is taking some time to compile these SQL queries. So there is performance issues with these statements or the SQL queries. So we are going to use the prepare statement, which is a pre-compiled one. It means that it is already a compiled version. So instead of writing it in the form of normal SQL queries, we are going to write them in the form of pre-compiled queries. So prepare statements we are going to write. So how to create a prepare statement? The way we create a prepare statement is, just I am closing this, I'm like removing this code. So statement I have created like this. So prepare statement, what I'm going to say is, I'm going to use prepared statement. See, prepared statement is an interface, java.sql, okay, space pstmt equal to con dot prepare statement. See, I have con dot prepare statement, okay. It is create statement, it is prepare statement. Here I need to pass the SQL query. For example, I am inserting into the employee table, okay, employee table. What I do is how I write a query, okay. Simply I write a query like normal SQL query with small changes. Insert into employee Okay, space values of. So usually we represent the values like 3 comma some value we used to represent. Am I right? No, now I'm not going to represent the values like this. So how I'm going to represent the values in this sense? Okay, simply I'm going to put the question marks. Simply I'm going to put the question marks. Okay, for example, I want to insert how many values. Okay, I want to insert how many columns I have. Let me go there. I have uh, 1, 2,
Right.
3, 5 columns. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns I have.
Four.
4 EMP ID, and name. Am I right? I want to
Yes.
insert 5 columns. You think that? Okay. Or let me take another table as otherwise student table. Okay, let me take the student table. Student. Okay. It is having ID and name. 2 columns I have. So I am going to represent with 2 question marks. 2 question marks. Okay. Okay. First question mark is going to point out to first column. What is the first column here? ID. Second question mark is going to point out to the name. Okay. I'm going.
Name.
Yes, student. I'm going to create student. Okay. Now I have to pass values for this question mark. So what I'm going to do is simply I'm commenting this session for the time begin. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say pstmt dot prepare statement dot set. For example, the first column is of type integer. Is it of type integer? Yes, it is taking numbers, so it is of type integers. Okay, set int. Okay, and parameter index. Parameter index in the sense this is the 0th index and this is the first index. So I am going to insert a value for the 0th index. So parameter index will be the 0. What is the value I want to insert? I want to insert it as 1003 because already 1001 and 10001 and 10010 is existing. Okay, let me say 10003. I want to insert this value. Okay, next what I want to do is pstmt dot. What is the second column name? Second column name is name, which is of type varchar, in the sense string. So what I'm going to do, string.